great. We are here with Christina Stahler, Head of Consumer Affairs, Head of Consumer Insights at Sony.
That's right.
And that's great. Thank you. I'm sorry about that. And we just got done with a great panel that she was on, and she discussed social media and how companies can kind of take advantage of the tools that are out there. Sony is a leader in this because they have brands across the board. I mean, their brand does everything from film to music to everything. Christina, why is Sony here at the Corporate Social Media Summit? You guys are everywhere. What brought Sony to this conference, and what were you hoping to engage the audience with?
Sure. At this conference, I think there are a lot of folks who are very targeted and driven with regard to what's going on in social media. And so the idea is really to bring like minds together and learn the most from each other. So that's what I'm here for, and that's why Sony sent me here.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
And what are some of the challenges that Sony has? Because Sony has a great social media program.
Right.
You're on Twitter, right? Facebook and MySpace. What are some of the challenges?
We have great platforms, but I think their challenges are around the KPI conversation in particular is, are we measuring the right things? And how do we make that a part of the regular business metrics? So a part of the mix, the regular marketing mix, where we measure the return on investment or the business drive from those activities on social media.
And what are some of the, you have so many people out there who love Sony, like I said, go to the movies and everything. What can we look forward to in the future? I mean, are you on Foursquare? Are you getting into social media platforms? I mean, that's big now.
Yeah, I think for us, we are very much looking into the social platforms. It's a very interesting proposition for us. We're just trying to figure out what is the right way to engage for our brand. So that's definitely on the forefront. I don't think we're so much in Foursquare, but that could be a place to go as well.
It's new.
It's very new. It's a very viral, which we like.
Yeah,
exactly.
And if you could, because again, so many companies and entrepreneurs look to like Sony and big brands to kind of guide them in this area. What advice can you give them? I mean, what advice would you give them in terms of really working well with social media to capture their audience?
Yeah, I would say the same thing that I say to anyone when, whether it's working with a new platform or measuring it, is start with the end in mind. So what do you hope to gain from whatever you're doing in social media? If you're doing a Facebook page, why are you doing it? What do you hope to gain from it? If you're choosing Foursquare or Twitter, what do you hope to gain from it? Because if you don't know that answer, that may not be the right platform for you or the right strategy.
That's great. Thank you so much. This is wonderful. And just one more question. If you could just, out of this conference, this is a corporate social media summit and big brands and corporations discussing social media, what would you hope to see happen in the industry, in social media for companies in the next year? I mean, what do you think would really help the business?
I think for us, it goes back to that conversation with the consumer. So what makes it easy for us to have that conversation with the consumer, and likewise for them to have it with us? I think there are a lot of platforms, there are a lot of tools, and they are very quick, as my co-panelist pointed out, but sometimes it's not easy for us to manage. So I'd like to see some tools to help us manage us a little bit better.
Great, and surely they're coming.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Christina. You're the best. Great panel.
Thanks. It was a pleasure.